Air Force Atsugi, or NAF Atsugi. It's an Air Force base in AJG, Japan, for the U.S. military. And how did I know this? I actually lived there, or when I was in Japan. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, watch video. The reason why I was there is because mom found a job. I was like, hey, I can school here. Because usually it's for the military, you'll be there for a few years, and then you leave to go to another mission. So yeah, we were there for 7 years because civilians. Anyways, let me take you down the roads that I took. Let's start. So, there's two gates. There's a west gate and a main gate. We're going to start with the main gate. We'll get to the west gate later. So the main gate is where you go in and out of like the base. On the side it says Naval Air Force Atsugi. And then the other side says like JMDF. And you know like those things where you drive and there's like these spikes? One way, it's fine. It collapses. The other way, it makes you have a flat tire. So, intruders. There's an entrance and an exit for that. And right next to the gate, there's two buildings. One place, I don't really know what it is. Like, apparently on Google Maps, it says Fleet Air Wing 4. But the other place, I've gone there because my mom has a few friends that are Japanese. We would go there. It's the vehicle registration office. But also, if you want to get your military ID, if you want to be a civilian, if you're a Japanese citizen and you want to go into the base, you have to go there and sign some paperwork. It was like a long time. And then when you go in, it'll show some planes showing, hey, there's this guy named MacArthur who actually served here and was really good at his job. That he's like, hey, you know what? You guys should have a base here. So they did. And if you keep going in the Ranger Street, which is the main street, you get to a roundabout for a Torii Gate, which is a national symbol of Japan because they believe in shit. So there's a police section, there's a memorial park, another memorial park, and that's all in the quadrant. So if you go backwards, you can get out. If you go forwards, we'll get to that later. So, if you go right, then you'll hit the 7-Eleven. Let me tell you, that 7-Eleven was pretty Americanized, but also Japanese. So, it was really great. But, if we go left to Hazley Avenue, that will give you to the airport. If you keep continuing on that road, there's a convention center for parties and whatnot. Let's go continue on Ranger Street. There's the Naval Exchange Mini Mart, which the Naval Exchange is the store. Not the actual convenience store, because that's the commissary. That's the grocery store to, like, actually get all your food. The Naval Exchange is shopping mall, and they have like food courts and whatnot. We get Subway there sometimes. It's fun. Apparently there's Taco Bell there, and then behind the commissary is the post office, and then there's the Naval Exchange, and then if you keep going forward, there's a McDonald's. Of course, I've gone to McDonald's a bunch of times there, but one time when I was babysit, I chose, hey, you know what? Let's eat a like McBurger. I didn't eat there ever again. Anyways, behind that, there's the outdoor pool, which I go there sometimes during the summer or like when school ends. I was like, haha, yes, fun. And across the street from the McDonald's, it's the busy area. So there's a movie theater called Cinema 77. That's where I get all my movies and all my knowledge. And then there's a barber shop there. Yes, I gone there a few times. There's like a pool section area. There's the Parcheesi's, which is the pizza place. There's a hallway for if you want birthdays to go into the Parcheesi's and the bowling alley. Don't tell me how many times I've gone bowling there and failed miserably. We don't talk about that. And then across the street there is like a home outdoor furniture store called the Navy Exchange Home Store. And then there's a chapel for like Christian. There's a chapel, an NAF Atsugi chapel, because religion exists. And then, if you're a newcomer, there's two hotels. There's the Navy Lodge, which is in the same area as the Parcheesi's, and that's where most people go into. But I'll talk about the other one later. Now, if you keep going on the road and past the church, there's the library. Okay, so the first floor is like a visitor center. The second floor is the library. The third floor is like some meeting place. I think I've gone there once. I don't remember. Anyways, let's continue on the road. There's a tennis court and like there's like a bunch of apartments and tennis courts. But on one side is an apartment. The other side is the Ranger Gym or Atsugi Gym, either one. So there's a bunch of baseball fields and whatnot. Then there's the Ranger Gym. That's where you get all the fun stuff. The indoor pool, the basketball, the gym lifting stuff. Recreation center. That's what it is. It's a recreation center. So we continue on this road. There's a few dog parks, some more like buildings and whatnot. Then we get to the west gate, the best gate. Because if you go into the west gate, you get to go to some parks and other places in the area. Let's turn around because we have to go to a famous place. Okay, so there's some townhomes, some more townhomes. Aha! A building. What is this building? It's a good building. It's the first building that I lived in when we first moved in. It's the first apartment. We lived on the 8th floor, and it has a dino park. That's the name of the park. Actually the biggest park in the whole entire base. And across the street from it is where I lived and where I remember. I think it's 3012 2B. It was a lot of fun. Now we get to see how I go to school and my walk routine. So I usually go out, there's like a tiny park, but if I go to school, I go out the main way, I go onto the street, I go across the dino park because that's the shortest way. I go by the other apartments that are there, and there's these townhomes, and I go across by the townhomes and then the school, which is Shirley Landham Elementary School. Man, I'll tell you that in another video. And then if you go across the street, that's where you get the teen center. And I've never actually gone there much except for cup stacking. And then across the street from that, yes, another thing's across the street, is the CDC. Not the medical place. No, that's American. The Child Development Center. That's where I've gone there for 2 years of preschool. Oh, now we're on the road for keeping on going straight. Let me tell you about the Navy Gateway Inn. That's where my mom's friends go there sometimes. Anyways, let's go back to my house. Let's show you where I walk sometimes. So we would start out, we would go across sometimes, and we would like go straight into some areas. There's a golf course, and we would like pick up some like balls. Then we would turn around when we get to some power plant center, and then we would come back home. But sometimes we would go to the airport, which is a lot of fun, specifically during airport days. I forgot to mention, by the CDC center, there is a bamboo forest. And there's also a river that goes through the whole base, called the Tate River. I'll just give you a little glimpse. Sorry for the weird talking, much jumping around. Alright, goodbye.